It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. Nice to have you with us today. 2 outstanding schools here to play our game today. This science quiz program here in the Prince George's Schools where we test science IQs and we invite you to play along with us. 2 teams that one of which will be the third of our 4 semifinalists in this year's middle school competition. A lot at stake today. Great teams today. Let's meet them. First from Benjamin Tasker Middle School, say hello to Alex, their wonderful coach over here, captain rather. Wave to everybody at home if you would, Alex. Chase is here with him, a wonderful part of this team, and Evan is also part of the team. Hi, Evan. They'll play against Kenmoor, captained by Fidel over there. Fidel, good to have you back. Atticus is there. He's into this game already. And Jedediah is over there as well. An excellent addition to our team. Here in the Science Bowl, we have 6 categories of questions. Let's share those categories with you right now.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green Things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body Systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's Get Physical, questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, our questions go from easy, 5 and 10 points on the left-hand side of our board to 15, 20, and tough questions worth 25 points. Both of our teams start out at 50 points apiece. No penalties ever for incorrect answer. And at the end of the 2 rounds, we will have our third semifinalist. Will it be Tasker? Will it be Kenmoor? We'll find out in just a few moments. Let's test the buzzers to make sure everything works properly. Alex, would you test your buzzer, please? Thank you. Good luck to you and to Evan and to Chase. And Fidel, how about yours? It too seems to be in fine shape. Good luck to you and to Atticus and to Jedediah. All right, you gentlemen, congratulations on making it this far in our competition. You have proven yourselves as science superstars. Let's have a terrific game here and may the better team win. B before K, so Benjamin Tasker, you get to go first. Let's play this bowl.
Can we have green things for 20?
Green things for 20 points. Here's your question. It's a visual. Let's look at a picture for green things for 20. You're going to see a stem with some leaves. The arrangement, this is a multiple choice question. The arrangement of all the leaves on a stem to maximize the amount of sunlight that each leaf gets is known as philately, phyllotaxis. Kenmoor.
Phototropism?
Say it again.
Phototropism?
Not phototropism, no. Let me finish the question for Benjamin Tasker. The arrangement of all the leaves on a stem to maximize the amount of sunlight that each leaf gets is known as philately, phyllotaxis, or inflorescence. Some big words there.
Phyllotaxis?
Phyllotaxis is absolutely right. Philately is stamp collecting, and inflorescence is another name for the flower on a plant. Okay, good. Come back, go rid.
Can we get body systems for 20? Body systems for 20.
Body systems for 20 points. If someone has bypass surgery, what clogged blood vessels on the heart get bypassed? All right. Tasker has rung in here.
Your artery?
The arteries, absolutely. Specifically the coronary arteries that feed the heart muscle. That's where the clog occurs, and they put the vein that they harvest sometimes from the leg to bypass it. Good answer. Go red.
Zoo Parade 20.
Zoo for 20. When Charles Darwin saw these 9-banded mammals running about in Argentina, he thought how much they resembled the fossils he had seen of the extinct glyptodonts, which were also armored. Kenmoor. What you got? What's that mammal, Fidel?
Armadillos.
Armadillo is right. Yes, indeed. Good. All right. Took you a while, but you pulled it out of the hat there. Go green. Atticus, could you sit up a little bit more for us? Thank you. Go green.
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15 points. Egyptian mummies still have a sweet smell to them because they were preserved with a resin from these P-initial kinds of trees. Kenmoor?
Pine trees.
Pine trees, yes, that we normally associate with Christmas. Nicely done. All right, got 2 back-to-back, almost a tie score. 90 to 85, green advantage you. Yes, sir.
I'm pretty sure for the first question they got 25 when it was only 20 points. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, go again, please, Fidel.
Can we go for Zoo Parade for 10?
Zoo Parade for 10, yes. Careful this, careful. Even though desert-dwelling animals have adapted to intense heat, they still need to be careful and seek out shade lest they begin to suffer from this H-initial condition. Tasker.
Heat stroke?
Heat stroke. No. Kenmoor, what H-initial condition could they suffer from if they don't watch out and stay in the shade?
Let's go heat exhaustion.
Hyperthermia. Hyperthermia. Hypothermia is when you get cold. Hyperthermia is just the opposite of that. Good try. Both teams go green.
Green things for 10.
Zoo Parade?
Green things
Green
for 10.
things for 10. Both Dolly Parton and Oprah Winfrey have lichens named after them. Lichens are organisms, symbionts, that are part fungus and part this. Benjamin Tasker. What you got?
Mold?
Not mold. Part fungus and part what? These lichens, Fidel?
Part plant.
Algae. It's algae and a fungus combined into an organism known as a lichen. Try again, Green. Fidel?
Green things for 5.
Green for 5. All right. Kimchi is a Korean dish made from fermented radishes, chives, and this. Kenmoor?
Radishes.
Not radishes. This was not a multiple choice. Kimchi is a Korean dish, Tasker, made from fermented radishes, chives, and this vegetable that, like lettuce, comes in a head.
Cabbage.
Cabbage. That's what I want to hear. Good. Go. Red.
Let's get physical for 20.
Physical for 20 points. Your question is as follows. You've all seen this done. There's a dinner table. Nice glasses, nice plates. You grab that tablecloth. Whoosh, you pull it out. Nothing moves on the table because of what force? What force keeps those things on the table, Kenmoor?
Inertia.
Inertia. You got that right. Yes, sir. Good. Go.
Can we go science potpourri for 10?
Potpourri for 10 points. Yes, sir. Careful with this. What 2 opposite sounding prefixes placed before the word biotic spell out substances that both help keep you healthy? Kenmoor, 2-part answer. You may answer.
Probiotic and antibiotic.
You got them both, absolutely right. Probiotics and antibiotics. And with that, buzzer says our first round is over. Very close game. Tasker 95, Kenmoor 115. We'll be back with round 2 in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back to the Science Bowl. Yes, an important game here as we head toward the semifinals and finals in the middle school competition. And either of these teams could be our next semifinals because it is such a close score. But let's take a break from science questions, a few personal ones. Let's find out about our teams, about the players. If you've already seen these young people before, it's nice you have a chance to see them again. Or it may be the first time. Let's go to Alex first at Benjamin Tasker, a school over there in Bowie. Great school. And your principal's here. Who's your principal?
Dr. Hill.
Dr. Hill is here. I know how proud she is of you guys. And who's your coach?
Mr. Lane.
And he is equally proud of you guys, and I know how hard he has been working. You detailed for me last time all the practice that went into this to get you guys here today, and it's all paying off. No alternates on your team.
Nope.
Tell me something about Tasker that you really, really like to brag about.
Besides the education, I also feel like our teachers, counselors, administrators, staff, they're all worrisome, and they're always making sure that our students and our fellow classmates are in good hands, are being taught the right things and are being, how do I say this? Are being mentally not challenged, but mentally stable and are able to keep their own mind and other people's minds in the same place.
You said that very well. You're almost a commercial for Tasker. You know, it makes me want to go there. I'm a little too old to go there, but Tasker sounds like a great place to be. And Alex, you're thinking about a career?
Either cybersecurity or culinary arts. I've always been interested in cooking since I was as young as I can remember.
Yeah.
I always wanted to cook. I've always wanted to deal with something in the kitchen, and also just cybersecurity was always been a main thing as I got older. I've always been interested in computers, the workings of electronics and the components itself, and the way it's able to function with simple forms of, or more complex, I should say, of lines of code.
Absolutely. Yes, cybersecurity is, unfortunately, big business today. There are a lot of bad guys out there. And I think it would feel a lot safer if you were out there doing that. And culinary arts, yeah, maybe a restaurant of your own one day, or maybe just a wonderful thing to do at home. Good player. Nice to have you back, Alex. Evan, tell us the Evan story. What does Evan do when he has free time?
I like to make small little terrariums, and I like spending time with my pets.
Yeah, you were talking about aquascaping. How do you aquascape? Is that when you take an aquarium and you design it on the inside, or is it more than that?
Or it's like pretty much just designing it to look good. Like in my case, I would make it like natural, like reflects their natural environment of like the fish in
For
it.
people who didn't see Evan before, he wants to be an ichthyologist. He wants to study fish, and he's got some reptiles. He's got a gecko at home, you know, and it sounds like the gecko is very happy that you are taking care of him. Chase, nice to have you here today. How do you know so much science? Because you do.
Yeah, well, at a young age, I've been fascinated with learning about like phenomenons and stuff, and I like doing lots of experiments, especially in like class.
It's interesting you say that, because the best students on the Science Bowl are students that have a curiosity about the world. You know, you mentioned phenomena. I like that. You know, how does this happen? When does this happen? How did that happen? And you have all of that. What do you want to do someday?
Either something in computer sciences, or if that doesn't work out, I can play baseball at a professional level.
Very good. All right. You're going to be successful, whatever you choose. All three of you guys. Kenmoor, nice to have you back. Fidel, tell us about Kenmoor. Kenmoor has, if you saw the Hall of Fame, Kenmoor is up there more than any other middle school. So you have a lot of tradition out there. Not to put any pressure on you. Tell me about Kenmoor. Who's your principal there?
Our principal is Mrs. Rebecca Turner.
Absolutely. And I know she is a big fan of Science Bowl. And who's your coach?
Our coach is Miss Smallwood.
Yes, indeed. And this is her second year as a coach, and she is obviously doing a phenomenal job there. Alternates on your team?
Our alternates on our team are Michaela, Nicholas, and Levon.
Wonderful. We'll bring them out in just a few moments' time here. Brag about Kenmoor.
Kenmoor, I like to brag with us a lot. They have a very vast library, so many books and so many more books to come. They have a tag program which like offers advanced classes. Like if you get to 8th grade and you're really advanced, you could take high school level math and high school level science. And also there's an AVID program, which is college readiness. And there's also a STEM program where like if you're interested in STEM or like you want a STEM career, you can take, so you're really prepared for it.
Sounds like a great place to go too. Sign me up for your school as well. Phenomenal place over there. And someday, Fidel, you want to?
Someday I either want to be a mechanical or civil engineer.
Yeah, no doubt that you're an excellent math student as well. And I like how you play the game. You said earlier that you were cool, calm, and collected, and you are demonstrating that here. Jedediah, tell us, what does Jedediah do in his free time?
Some things I like to do are reading and playing basketball and baseball.
Yeah, and you like to run.
Yeah.
Tell us about Park Run.
Every week, I go to a park where there's a trail, and we run 3 miles.
3 miles, yeah. You do that every Saturday if you can?
Yeah.
That's great. All right. A great exercise. You can do it all your life. Yeah. Mind and body. Keep them both healthy. Atticus, tell us about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
I like to play all kinds of games.
Like what?
Board games.
Board games,
video
yeah.
games. any type of game, and I also like to read books.
Very nice. Any kind of books in particular that you like?
Novels that are fantasy, but not like fantasy as in like it's like futuristic, and there's like cyber fantasy.
Yeah. Years ago it was the Harry Potter books that were so popular. Did you ever read those?
Yeah, those are very good.
Those are very good. Yes, and I agree with you with that. All right, young man. Let's get back into our game here. 115 Kenmoor, 95 Benjamin Tasker. Last correct answer came from the green team. So, Fidel, boy, we got lots of points to give away. Let's get them.
Can we go Zoo Parade for 15?
Zoo Parade for?
15.
15 points. Here we go. Migrating butterflies often have white spots on their wings so they can absorb more of this kind of energy. Benjamin Tasker. Yes, sir.
Thermal energy?
Thermal energy? Give me another name.
Sunlight or like...
We'll give it to you. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, solar energy. Good, go.
Can we get Zoo Parade for 25?
Zoo for 25, the big one in that category, is a multiple choice question. Listen carefully. When a wild animal gets accustomed to its zookeeper, have they imprinted themselves? Kenmoor.
Imprinted?
No, it's not imprinted. Benjamin Tasker, if a wild animal gets accustomed to its zookeeper, have they imprinted themselves, immersed themselves, or habituated themselves to the human?
Immersed?
No, it's the last one, habituated. Imprinting is when an animal like a baby duckling thinks that you are its parent. And so that's not what happens here. No points, go again, red. Fidel?
Can we get, let's get physical?
Oh, I'm sorry. Fidel, go. Wait, who was the last correct answer? Must have been Alex. Go, Alex. Go ahead.
Can we get actually body systems for 15, please?
Body systems for 15 points. My apologies there. For 15 points, it is overactive sebaceous glands on your face or back that interact with bacteria and clog your pores that cause this condition. Yes, sir.
Can you say it?
What's the condition?
Vitiligo?
No, that's a good try. No, not vitiligo. Kenmoor, it is overactive sebaceous glands on your face or back that interact with bacteria and clog your pores that causes this condition associated with adolescence.
Acne?
Acne is the correct answer, yes. Good comeback there. Go green.
Dateline science for 10?
Dateline science for 10 points. In 1665, Italian astronomer Cassini discovered a massive red spot thought to be a huge spinning storm twice the size. Benjamin Tasker.
Of Earth?
Again?
Of Earth?
No, not of Earth. Let me finish the question for 10 points in Dateline. In 1665, Italian astronomer Cassini discovered a massive red spot thought to be a huge spinning storm twice the size of Earth on this planet.
Jupiter?
Jupiter, the big red spot on Jupiter. Absolutely right. Okay, thanks, Jedediah. Go go green.
Can we go potpourri for 15?
Potpourri, 15 points. Here we go. Interesting question. Coral reefs have long confounded scientists who wondered how the reefs could find food and survive in an environment that was like a desert with few resources. Turns out the reef's main benefactors are these absorbent and porous animals. Tasker. What you got?
Anemone?
Not anemone. No, these porous and absorbent animals turn out to be the reef's benefactors in this desert in which they find themselves. Yes, sir.
Sponge?
Sponges. Yes, sponges. Absolutely right. If you know the song from SpongeBob SquarePants, absorbent and yellow is he. Good. Go. Green.
Dateline science for 15?
Dateline, 15 points. Some stories really are too good to be true. Like the one about Aristotle running naked through the streets and yelling, "Eureka!" after discovering the water displaced in a bathtub is a way to measure this V.
Volume.
Volume, that's right, the V initial quantity. Good, go. Green.
Can we go body systems for 10?
Body systems for 10 points. All right, come on, Tasker, let's get back in this thing. Bodies for 10 points. Medicines and drugs, like the pain reliever acetaminophen, are taken by the bloodstream to this organ first, your body's largest. What organ are we looking for?
The liver.
The liver, yep, where they are. It is detoxified by enzymes. Good, go. Red?
Can we get green things for 25?
Which one?
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25 points. It was Robert Hooke, Hooke, the inventor of the compound microscope, who first discovered cells as he was looking at a thin sample of this wood that can be stripped from its tree, will grow back, and is famously buoyant.
Birch?
No, not sponge. What is that? What did you say?
Birch.
Not birch, that's a good try. Not birch. Fidel, Jedediah, Atticus. What is this wood that can be stripped from its tree, can grow back, and is famously buoyant? It's cork. Cork. Go again, green. Come on, Fidel.
Can we go let's get physical for 15?
Let's get physical, 15 points. Question is this. The tremors, yes, sir.
Sorry, but I believe that it would have been us for the last question. Or since we got the last question right, or am I confused?
No, but we chose green.
Which one did you ask for? Red should have picked. Did red get the points? They got the points.
For the last question.
All right, so what do we do?
Red should have picked the next question.
Oh, so they should have picked the next question. All right, so you pick it now. Go ahead.
Can we get body systems for 25?
Body systems for 25. All right, big one in that category. Multiple choice. If you are worried about a malocclusion, do you have a crooked tooth, an ingrown toenail, or a crossed eye? Kenmoor.
Crossed eye.
Not a crossed eye. If you have a malocclusion, do you have a crooked tooth, an ingrown toenail, or a crossed eye?
Ingrown toenail?
Nope, you got a crooked tooth. Go again, red.
Can we get, let's get physical for 25.
Let's get physical, 25. Big one in that category. All right. Interesting question. The opposite of sublimation, which is when ice changes directly into water vapor without going through the liquid phase, is the opposite of something called deposition, which happens most familiarly when these form.
Like ice or snow?
Yes, sir. Snowflakes, absolutely. It goes directly from gas to solid. Good, go.
Can I get science potpourri for 20?
Science potpourri for 20?
Yes.
All right, here we go. 20 points potpourri. Visual, look at the picture. We're taking you to a concert. Even in a concert hall that isn't full, as this one is not full, it sounds the same as if it were, because the concert seats are built to do this to sound.
Amplify?
Not amplify, nope. Even if a concert hall isn't full, green team, it sounds the same as if it were, because the concert seats are built to do this to sound equal to that of a human body.
Absorb.
Absorb it. Yep, that's it. Go green.
Can we go let's get physical for 15?
Physical for 15 points. Question. The tremors that follow an earthquake that often cause scared people to sleep outside are known as these. Kenmoor.
Aftershock.
Aftershocks. Yes, indeed. Good. Go.
Let's get physical for 10.
Physical for 10 points. Commercial airliners, if you've ever flown on an airplane, you fly at 30,000 feet because the air up there is much what?
Thinner?
Thinner it is. Yes, sir. Good. Go.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri, 25, big one in that category. Here we go. 4-part answer. Get ready. The 4 outermost planets in our solar system.
Gastronians?
No, no.
No, that's not what I want. I want the four, they are the gas giants. The four outermost planets in our solar system are known as gas giants. Name those four outermost planets. Come on, guys.
Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
You got all of them. Good, go.
Can
Go
we
red.
get Dateline Science for 20?
Dateline science for 20?
Yes,
Here's
please.
your question. Ukraine, where a terrible war has been going on in the past few years, was the site back in 1986 when one of these kinds of power plants exploded. Kenmoor.
Nuclear?
Nuclear is correct. Yes, sir. Good, go.
Can we go Super 8 for 5?
Super 8 for 5 points. By combining animals like a goat and a wasp, an app on Google Play lets you create these H initial kinds of creatures.
Hybrids.
Hybrids is right. Yes. Oh, the buzzer has sounded, and it was a nail biter. We'll double check that score and be back with you in just a moment. Don't go away. Well, now we know. Greenbelt and Martin Luther King, our first two semifinalists, will be joined by Kenmoor Middle School. Congratulations to Kenmoor today. 225 points. Fidel and Jedediah and Atticus, you played a wonderful game. Fidel, tell us who's back there.
So first we have Nicholas, then Levon, our alters, Nicholas, Levon, Michaela, and our coach, Miss Mullet.
Wonderful. Let's have a nice round of applause for that Kenmoor team. And I was saying before, sometimes, you play your best game and it just comes down to one question. I'm thinking of the Ravens versus the Commanders, how close that was, how close it was. Wonderful performances by both teams. Wonderful performance today from Benjamin Tasker with 185 points. Tremendous, tremendous. And Alex, you already sang the praises of your coach once before. Tell us who this guy is.
This is my science coach, Mr. Lane. Probably the best one I've ever had.
Yeah, I don't know him personally, but I agree with that. And Coach, you have to feel good about that. Thank you guys for being here. Thank all of you for being here. And I hope you'll join us next time for another edition of the Science Bowl. Till then, I'm Dave Zarin. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.